Hi kittens, my name is Miss Ruby Sweeycheeks, and you better sub to my channel and hit the like button before you leave. Hello darlings, it's me, Miss Ruby Sweeycheeks. I was just creating some content or some reels, I guess, for Instagram. That's kind of what I love to do. And I thought, why not share some information about little old me? Are you ready? Let's go. First off, this is my lair. It is absolutely horrendously disorganized. And I know what you're thinking. We bought this house in, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Why is it like this? Don't ask. I'm a girl. I'll get to it. We also know that I had fallen in love to being a pinup. I don't know what it was. I entered several contests. These are just a few of my stashes. And, oh, here's another trophy. It was always super, super exciting to me until the pandemic happened, and then everything around me began to change. Well, for me, dolls, I know, look at this mess. Things have never changed for me. Once I decided I love the aesthetic, it was something that was always a part of me, and that was really driven when my son was born. For those of you who don't know, me and my son, well, I had a seizure about, I can't remember, 2 months before he was due. He was due in December. I had him in October. I had a seizure in my house. My husband was luckily home. He was supposed to be at work that evening, but luckily for me and my son, he wasn't. There was a glass pane that had fallen off of one of the high-rise in downtown Calgary, and the glass pane had fallen onto the streets below and shattered, so they had to shut down all, like, a 6-block radius, which included my husband's work. So he was at home when this seizure happened, and all I can remember from that experience is I went to go to the bathroom, and you know, it's dark. It's like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I have no idea. I do know my son was born at 7/11. How can you forget that on October 17th? But anywho, I went to turn on the light because I thought something was strange, like it was darker than normal, and that's when I realized that I couldn't see anything. Like, I couldn't see anything. Things were so dark, and I called for my husband, and he caught me right, and we had this teeny tiny, like, if you've ever been on a cruise ship style bathroom, and I fell, and he caught me right before my head hit the toilet, and I seized, and I got rushed to Foothills. I never woke up. I never saw him, but I do have a memory of him as I was floating. It was really bright, and he had his hands, his head in his hands, and he was quite upset. And the doctor had asked him who he wanted to save, me or my son, because I have a very rare blood type. I am O negative, which is the hero blood. It sounds super exciting. I can save anybody in the world, but the side effects of having that blood type is nobody but your blood type can save you. And so before I went, right before I went into emergency, somebody else had gone into emergency, and he had my blood type, oddly enough. So they saved him. So they couldn't give me the blood transfusion I needed. It's not a transfusion. They needed to cut me open to take out my son because my son was dying in utero, but my blood pressure was 220 over 180. So if you were to cut me open, I would have bled out. So they would have needed blood to put inside me to give by time to stitch me up. Let me just take a gander here. I think my son is awake. I'm trying to do this in the morning while the whole world is asleep. Oh, gross. That is so not ladylike. But let me go take a peek and I'll be right back. Hello. So he was not awake, but Smudgies needed to be in the video, and he knocked over the light. So I'm sorry, the lighting's off. We have 9 cats, 3 dogs, 5 budgies, I'm like 4 females, 1 male, 2 chinchillas, 2 hermit crabs. My garden, it is a full steam ahead operations here. As you can hear, somebody's probably using the litter box. Can you hear that? It is hectic. So what I probably heard was a cat crying, but my son is my life. I didn't get to meet my son for the first 3 days that he lived on this earth. I was out of it. I was in emergency myself. I was fighting for my life, all that drama. It's all true, kittens. I promise you it's all true. And my husband can verify. What I think is so important and why I live my life so, I want to say extravagantly, but I don't know why I live my life so out there and why I push others to do the same, is I know what it feels like to be on that other side. I'm convinced my grandmother came to see me, but you know, you say that out loud too many times and people are like, but you know what, people think I'm crazy anyways. And the neighbor across the street said like, ugh, you use too much bleach, it's affecting your brain. Well, darling, look at all this bleach. So let's talk about that for a second, because I don't want this super long video. I just want to touch base with you to see if you like this stuff, if you like this content, so you know what to do with this. Hit the like if you like me. I will take it personally. I take it personally, and I do hold grudges. And hit the subscribe button, because there's going to be lots of more content. Because what I'm about to say, did you sub? Let's hit it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Whoever that angel was, kisses from me. You're now my new bestie. Because what I'm about to say is I am going to determine if blondes do have more fun. Because in all my research and all my studying and all my reading, what do we know? Every femme fatale, every vixen that's come out of Hollywood was told to hit that peroxide and hit it hard. Right now, I'm obsessed with Jane Mansfield. I can't get enough of her. It was Marilyn, but now it's Jane, because little known fact, Jane loved chinchillas, and I got 2. And she also liked leopard print and New York. I felt this kindred pull to New York, and now I know why. I love her. I can't believe she passed in the 60s. Like, how tragic. But here I am. I'm going to resurrect some of her life and spirit and try to recreate some of her pictures. And I just want you to love life. I want to love my life. I think I'm going to make another run for the Queen of the Car show in Vegas. So if you think that's a good idea, hit the like. Tell me why. Are you going to go to Vegas? So I can't talk for too long because I want to get this all ready for you. But no, if you are here, you are loved. And if I love you, that's for life. I want to know that you are treasured by me. And I will help bring out the best in you. I promise, I promise, I promise. I bid you adieu. You better like and sub. Like, sub, like, sub. See you later. See you, kittens.